And it looks like we are live. The game is underway. Winner's bracket. Universidad versus Infernus team on open road is underway now. Opening attack will be Hunter, Charger, Spitter, Jockey. Welcome in, Smiles. Okay, he's here. As we are in. Ready to go. 76% tank. Universidad running a 2 shotgun, 2 SMG. Infernus team looking for these rocket spawns. But the Charger actually wants to come from below. Maybe catch him off guard a little bit. Universidad pushing forward a little more. Ghosting it out. Hunter spawned up because the engage is in. Pounce is going to connect. The Spit could go out and they could stack it, but the Jockey went for somebody else. Charger struggling to find that spawn. Is going to get melted down. Oh no, it's going to connect. Almost getting a slam. A little bit of a sloppy start from Universidad, it looks like. I don't know if that Charger should have even connected. He was all alone. But they'll lose about 7% of the first attack, and they're struggling to get up that shortcut.
Reloading.
And we are live.
Seriously?
Follow-up attack will be a 2-2 smoke hunt. Thanks to that Charger dying last. They're going to go ahead and send it fast. Boomer rocketing in the back, and connect with a single. Smoker is going to rotate around, look to grab one through the window. Going to do just that. Actually, it's going to miss. Hunter from the front. Smoker's going to die first. They're gonna have another 2-2 here after that skeet. And it looks like the tank is fairly close. Looks like it's gonna be before event. And that indeed will be tank up. They're gonna have to deal with this hit going back to me a charge boom jock. They're gonna drop out.
Look out!
Is this tank gonna cut him off? The Go-Go's are called. Charger misses its connection. There's still a Jockey up. This tank is in. He could be pushed to hell right now. Yeah, they're gonna try and punish him here. Look at this. He can't curve around that bush. Jockey's killed off. And this looks like a bit of a misplay from the Infernus team. They do land the 2-boom. And he's just gonna hang out on the roof, allowing Universidad to push back. Ooh. I don't know about that one. He lost 1,300 HP during that little excursion. And now all these comments are going to die off. It looks like he's going to go and go with whatever track cap he's got. It's going to be Smoke Charge Hunt. He's going to have to get early help here if he wants any success. Smoker spawns really far away. Corrals survivors into logs, connects with one, but he's almost dead. He's at 1.8. Hunter connects. He turns his attention over to Rochelle. That charge is able to land by itself. Tank turns attention. Nick missing that follow-up punch. It looks like this is all this tank is going to get. No in cap, but he spread the love relatively well. Unfortunately, losing a lot of HP before his commit.
All right, weapons.
Able to kill him off fast. 575 points of bonus remaining. And they'll have the 2-2 following the tank here coming up shortly. Probably going to try and set it on staircase just to send something fast. We had Jock Smoke, so a Poo 2. The M2, the Jockey, Smoke from the back. They're just going to die off first, so if this Boomer goes, they have good sack order. This Boomer is waiting. They're going to call kill, though, landing a double, which will slow the survivors down a little bit. Now they're going to take the event. It's going to be a very solid attack for the event. Charge Hunt, Jock Spit. Universidad's going to slow it down, get under here. The only one bleeding is Rochelle. 587 points of bonus remaining. It's theirs to lose. Looks like Infernus team has opted to just let them clear out all the commons and just chill up top, waiting for the rotation outside to get the rocket spawns.
That's better.
Commons slowing down, alarm is over, event test concluded. little staggering commons outside. They got these rocket spawns now. Yeah, I forgot about I have the SD restart bind. I forgot to push it. My fault. They're gonna send the rocket spawns. Charger's gonna miss. They can grab this 2-cap outside. Pounce connects, but the spit's way off the mark. Yeah, I know. I fear I forgot to push the button. I have it. See, look. I just forgot to push it. I was so enthralled in the common killing that I just forgot. But they take that attack, and the Infernus team waiting all that time for a nothing hit is rather unfortunate. Now they're only going to have one more here. There's still 557 points of bonus on the board, and it looks like they're going to try and rush this in. And they're going to get it in. Oh, Ellis is left. Oh, the Charger went for somebody else. Punch. Smoke pull. Oh, I feel like that could have been so much better. The Charger could have stacked. Or maybe charged them away. But they don't, and they make it into the safe room with triple 8s on the board. And a very good start from Universidad. That was a dangerous tank spawn. If any of those SI connected, I think it's an insta-commit.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
I guess we walk. Time to get going.
But Infernus team,
All right.
now on the Survivor side, looking to match what Universidad just did, or at least get relatively close. They don't want to fall behind too much early in this game, as we are live second half of Chapter 1 quickly underway. You have the opening tri-cap with Spit. Same setup, Universidad going for these rocket spawns. Looks like this Charger wants the rocket spawn this time instead of the unlike the previous charge, who went from the bottom up. Again, we see a 2 shotgun, 2 SMG setup. It looks like Nick has opted to take the regular Uzi here. I'm not sure what the call is there. That's what he wants. Hunter's already spawned up. Go-Go's called. First attack is in. Rocket spawns. Charge connects. Hunt covers. It's going to be a double cap. 2 slams from that Charger. And the Hunter's still not cleared. What is happening to Infernus team right now? What is this? What an opening attack. That's 20% gone. What are these slow clears coming out from Infernus? On a very rough start for them. Already down a set of pills.
Reloading.
This is not ideal. As they go pressing forward, second attack will be up. They have no spitter this round. Probably looking to send something. Chapu's kind of split. Smoker's going to lead the engage, grabbing one. They're going to clear it out. 2 boom connects. There's the pounce. Charger rotating around from the side, connecting. Shouldn't get a slam and won't, but still. They're going to eat another 5%. And the comments have slowed them down.
Gotta reload.
As this should bring in the tank.
We got guns.
Looks like they're going to try and sneak something in here before the tank. Smoker trying to rotate it from the side, Jockey from the front. I was getting a little bit of chip. Boomer, nice spawn, connecting with 3. There's the smoke pull. Jockey inbound, connecting as well. That's going to be another massive hit. That's going to bring in the tank. They're not going to have the hit for the run back, but the spitter's going to block the window, so they have to go the long way. And by the long way, I mean the window right beside. But look at Chapu actually taking the long way. Oh, I don't know how wise this is. This tank might be able to cut off. There's still a lot of comments here off of this triple boom, but obviously no support just yet. And he is going to corral them. It looks like he's in, trying to catch Coach. Lands punch number 1. No corner just yet. About 4.3k remaining. Go-Go's going to be called. He's going to need to support early. 100 Charger Boomer is the attack. Charger finally falls off the mountainside. There's another punch. Turns his attention over Ellis, and that's going to be the boom target. And this tank is going to be able to get an in-cap. Oh, loses the corner again, but he's going to go ahead and decommit. Falls off the ladder. Charge covering, and a rock connecting, and this is so much damage. And this tank still has 2.5 as he decommits out. And this is some huge damage right now.
Man, I ain't doing too good.
Down all of their sets of pills. Already have lost the chapter. Tank has rotated back and is grabbing the dumpster.
Careful, Hunter.
Jockey Hunter Smoke is the current attack up. Looks like he's gonna throw another rock here. Just gonna let them bleed. He's down to second pass. Nice skeet on that rock. It's a little rock on that dumpster. And it looks like he's gonna try and get something here at the end. Looking for another rock. And get skeeted. All these SI are antsy, ready to go. Dumpster in, smoke pull. Ellis is separated. There's a punch. Jockey tries to grab him, and the shotgun blasts him down. Dumpster connects. Another rock and a third in cap. Tank is going to decommit again at 1.2. And this smoker's still alive with 32 HP. This could be a wipe if the SI play it right. He's going to chase the smoker, get the kill off. The dumpster is right there. Coach is going to try and get a pickup. Rotating around, could hit this dumpster. I don't think it's in a good enough spot. Does he have the angle? He went out to bounce up the stairs, and his tank should die off. Double boom lands on the final two survivors. He's still got 700 HP. Rock connects on the curve. And he's still getting a lot of value out of this. He's rotating around. He's going to hit another dumpster. And it just misses Nick. They're not shooting him, though. There's a charger. Another rock connecting on the Nick once again. This is going to end up being a wipeout. It looks like there's another in cap. And the charger finishes the job. Infernus team wipes out. And that's going to be a pretty big score gap here heading into 2. Infernus team rather sloppy in the opening chapter. 888 to 252 after 1.
I knew this guy who was trying to set the world record on staying on a Ferris wheel. He's been up there like 2 days or something, and he wanted some beer, but they weren't giving him any, so he got this rope. Now, don't ask me where he got the rope from.
2 tanks!
Whoa, hey!
As we get ready to roll into Chapter 2 here of Open Road, this is where a lot of the choke points start to rear their ugly heads. Obviously, we have one really early here coming up at this sewer. And it's going to be very important for Infernus team to hit correctly here at the opening hit. They need to get the correct stack order and have the spit delay so they have time to get their hits up for this next choke. As we are live, a big score gap here of a little over 600 points in the early goings. Very good for Universidad. Jock, boom, hunt, spit, little 2-2 action here. I feel like what's important here is that this spit delay is Streety's call and go. Here we go. Cappers are in. Jock connects in the front. Oh, this is going to be decent damage. Hunt's going to stack. The spit's not going to delay, though, but they're going to get good ticks out of it anyway. Here comes the boom from the rear, connecting with a single. And they get great damage value off of Rochelle. How about that to 42 HP off the first attack? Hopefully these comments slow them down enough. Universidad is really pushing the issue here, trying to get into the sewer before the spawns are up. And if they're fast enough, one's already down. This actually could be a misplay. If these spawns go, oh, they're going to make it down. Jockey falls in and gets killed off. Oh, they took a gamble, and they make it in, and that's going to bring in the tank. Slud, welcome in. As we have tank number 2 up in the hands of Chifu. They took a gamble making it down that choke, and they paid off for them. 89% of the bonus still on the table here. So we got a boom hunt charge down to 25% first pass. So if they want to sack that boom, they got to do it now. Rocket's in, and they're going to go ahead and sack it. He's going to have to commit, I think, before... Oh my god, they're sending the charger too. Ooh, Chapu with the question mark too. I'm not so sure about that one. I feel like a charger in this area might be good. Now looking at Universidad pushing the issue here. He's gonna commit, missing the first punch, and his SI aren't even close to being ready. This could be a misplay. Rochelle dumps her pills. Hunter's gonna have to go right now. He finally lands a punch, but he's at 1.2. Throws attention over to Coach, gets another punch. Another punch onto Ellis. Spreading the love, Hunt connects in the front, but the jockey's nowhere to be found. Oh my god, he got a death punch! The clutch comes in, he gets the death punch over the fence. And he turns that nothing into a big something. But 28's still at 100 HP.
We have guns here.
That's the second open road game I've casted where I've completely missed the insta-punch there. And they take the top. Jockey connects at the top. Double boom. Oh, double charge. There's the spit. Oh, Rochelle gets blocked. Rochelle blocks the spit.
Reloading.
They still get good value out of it, and obviously down to 3 survivors. See what the next attack is. It's going to be a tri-cap with boom. Really split right now. Smoker leads the engage, gets the pull in the front, but unfortunately the fire belt is blocking the way. Hunter's really late, connects in the back. Boom gets popped off, jockey in. And they mop that hit up. Nice shutdown. Obviously they have another event to take. But they're getting real close to the end here. And if they can make it to 3, that'd be a real blow to Infernus team's morale. After a great death punch. Nick pushing the issue, and now we get into a more wide open area. And they're slowing it down. It looks like we have a crash, so a pause. Very quick ready-ups, it looks like. Oh my god. Okay. I'm getting baited. Oh wait, is he stuck? Oh no, Raul crashed. It's okay, we are back. A lot of comments in the back. Smoke connects. This Charger looking to rock it on. Nick can get caught off alone, and he will. And a double in the back. This is going to be massive damage. Charger gets the infinite charge, but the spin is there. Nick is going to get melted. It looks like they actually wipe out. 425 chapter score, and Infernus team can close this gap now. Obviously going to be tough. I feel like it's a tough chapter, but as MK pointed out in the beginning, this is a very survivor-sided map. Putting together a halfway decent SI round. Obviously, I feel like a lot of that was a misplay on the in the hands of Universidad. Nick rushing the issue away from his team, coach jumping and getting death punched. A lot of misplays, but misplays are part of the game. And the SI were able to take advantage of it, so no fault to them. As second half of Chapter 2 is live. What in the world is Nick screaming about? Bit of a sloppy opening chapter for the Survivor side of Infernus. Can they turn that around here? So we have the 2-2 Hunt Jock opening attack. We were able to see Universidad push the issue and make it the whole way down the sewer after this opening attack. Can Infernus do the same thing? Hambone, thank you for the bits, my man. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, man. Showing out these last few streams. Looks like Infernus is gonna call the go-go. Ellis has pushed the issue, but the other three are ghosting. Very interesting. Boom's gonna try and connect. Misses. The spit still hasn't gone yet. Neither has the rest of the SI for that matter. Oh, they can pick this spit easily. What is going on? They kept the whole hit. This spit is not even close to being in the way. They're gonna go. They still have a spit boom.
Reloading.
I ever tell you about the time my buddy Keith fell down an open manhole?
They can go. The smoker jockey's up. Oh, no. Oh, the jockey connects. Oh, no. Chaboo is going to eat a ton of damage. Where's the smoker? I'm not 100% sure where the smoker is. It's dead. But Nick is still going to get drugged all the way back. Oh, what a disastrous hit for Infernus.
Okay, it's gonna last.
That's going to be a set of pills pop again. Pre-tank. And there is still a charger up that can make some havoc here. It's rockets in. They can't grab the ladder.
Reloading.
And they did it. They made it down. And this tank is up in the hands of Raul. Infernus team, another sloppy start to the chapter. And this tank is just rolling it in. Look at this. Boom finds only one. Rochelle's cornered, dumping the pills, and they've corralled this tank around. Oh, but the double charge. Pounce can, oh, there he gets skated. That's going to be a double in cap, though. Down to 970. Actually, Chafu's not in cap. He's boomed. I'm not sure why they're the same color. This tank is going to die with only one in cap. I don't know. No wipe. I'm not sure what that was. A great skeet coming out by Ellis. And they have 516 points here. They're going to have to dump pills. They're going to bring it down a little bit. 486. And this is still going to be a tough chapter to make, but they can maybe close this gap a little bit. I don't know what the insta-commit was all about. I guess he had faith in that boomer, and you know what? A multi-boom probably does equal a wipe in this spot. Especially with the damage they've already taken. We got the 2-2 follow-up, the jockey smoker for the top here. Assuming that is where they decide to send it. Where is there no trees out there? Call it open road, but it's enclosed by trees. Oh, what a smoker pull! What about that? The jockey just went sailing backwards. No, he died too. And none of that. Shoot the commons, guys. This boomer's got his boom back in 3 seconds. They finally clear out the commons. They're going to push the issue. Maybe not. They're going to back off. Another smoke pull and another boom. And they fall down. Infernus team is doing everything in their power not to climb up to the top. The smoker has another tongue. Almost pulling again. The hunter just died. Hello? Do you die if you got here? I think you do. Oh my god, the hunter killed himself. He went out of bounds and died it. So great skeet by the water. And they finally make it up. And they lost like 200 some bonus during that excursion. Again, sloppy. But they're closing the gap up. Slowly but surely, we have a charged spit jock hunt. Very good tri-cap for this follow-up attack. Infernus. Now upping the tempo game a little bit. It looks like the Charger's actually going to miss that spawn. Still expecting an attack here.
Reloading.
And they have opted to wait.
Look out.
Universidad is letting them push. Hunters pre-spawned up in the back. Look at Ellis, he's pushing it into the jockey, and the Charger covers, and that's gonna be a rolling double. Oh my god, Ellis is... You see all these weights from Streety. Olympia Common. And Ellis doesn't listen, pushes the issue, and gets his team killed.
Gentlemen, I need some help.
They're still alive. They're still going to be pushing it forward. Jockey in. Smokers in. They get the clears. Charger's looking to rotate from around. Boom's going to try and get a proxy. Connects with the down guy. Charger bounces off. But Tacky is trolling, throwing the game right now. I don't know if he's upset at something or what the deal is, but two of his teammates said to wait, and he kept it going. I'd be calling kick votes right now. This car is alarmed. Hunter going for scratches. Not going to be able to find any. They still have 72 bonus. That is not a good amount of bonus. Especially when they had like 300. One last attack in. Jockey from the top, M2 cleared off. Spitter's going to have to delay at the door, I think. They're going to chase this smoker. It's still got 85 HP. Spits at the door to delay. And the smoke connects with a separation from the spit, but they clear him to the bushes.
Damn, I heard.
And they walk in with 67. Boom rocketing in. And they make it in. And despite the throw, I mean, it's what? 397 points? And that's not bad. That's how much separates the two teams heading into Chapter 3. Ready to roll right into Chapter 3. I think Infernus team's probably a little upset. And Chapu is definitely not happy. Look at him. He is livid. As they could have brought this game. They wouldn't have... I don't think they would have tied it or taken the lead, but it would have been even closer. But now they're still trailing by a little over 300. Boom, charge, smoke hunt, the opening attack. Universidad on the survivor side still.
We got a smoker. Smoker, reloading.
Smoker gets cleared off. Universidad rotating out, rocket spawns in, charge is going to get melted down, Hunt gets skied, boom, gets cleared off, an absolute beautiful shutdown. They took 0.6. I think it was from friendly fire. As the event begins and they push up the stairs to clear out the commons, and they have a Jock Spit up already. Jock is getting into it. The Smoker insta-cleared. Spit gets a tick, but nothing more, and the Hunter is yet to spawn. Universidad off to a very solid start here. We get a 2-2 charge hunt for the follow-up here. Looking like they're going to send it off from the front. Charging is a nice rocket, connecting with that charge. Great skate. Spit's not on the mark. Again missing. And a 2-boom connects. And that's the second Infernus team spitter that was wide of the mark. Lots of potential damage left on the table. Not sure. Infernus team is just not looking the same. They played so well against Larry Legion, and this week have just been not in it. They seemed off. And that's going to be the last of the commons. We have a quad incoming.
Reloading.
Quad is in. Jockey lands. Charger does not, but they land the rolling double in the front. The damage is still going to be huge. Smoker looking to cover. They're going to get that cleared off. And great damage coming off of that quad. They're going to lose a huge amount of bonus. And I got to do something really fast. So, one sec. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. We have a tank spawning in. Charge Spit Smoke is the current attack up. Pemcito has tank number 3 for Infernus. Grabbing the dumpster, Spit's gonna go in. This is a very tough spot for the SI, I feel. Survivors have all this room to rotate around. They're gonna go ahead and send the smoke in now. Charger in as well. They're gonna just grab some damage. Look at this dumpster. Oh, it's off the roof. Oh, that would have been hilarious. But now it's kind of in a bad spot, kind of in the corner. He's gonna have to corral it out. And actually, Universidad's pushing into the diner. Boom lands one. Tank is rotating in, it looks like, with this one boom. He gets punch number one. On the lowest survivor, no corner though. Switching punches, has two. Has Raul, there's an in cap. Hunt Jock can come in now. Another punch. Hunt connects. Jockey's in. It's all up to Coach. He gets another punch. And this is looking like a massive, much-needed wipe for Infernus. There's the charge, solidifying the deal. And the tank wipes it out. And now Universidad on the back foot here, the one under pressure. How about it? Infernus team putting together a great SI round. Much needed again, but their issue has been all on the survivor side. Can they bring this back? Can they tighten up their survivor play? And bring this game home? This is their opportunity. Trailing by a little over 600. And this map distance is also 600. So a safe room can bring this back. And it's much needed. Infernus team needs momentum back. Their sloppy play, I'm sure, has been eating at their minds this whole time. As we are live now, Infernus team with a chance to bring this game back. Charge Smoke Boom Hunt, the opening attack here for Chapter 3.
Hey, I'm reloading. Reloading.
Survivors clearing out all the commons here. They begin the rotation now. Hunter's up. Just pouncing around, making some noise. No move to engage just yet. Rochelle's going to be focusing this one. That could be the chance they need. And Smoker's going to lead the engage, though. They're going to land a little double cap in the front here. Charger in. Going to connect with Rochelle off the car. Two boom in the back, and that's going to be their attack. Still a Smoker up. About 5 seconds till a tongue. Might try to catch a survivor in the back. As they set off the car alarm, and Smoker almost grabbing the one in the back. As they push it forward, and Universidad's going to have an attack for the top of the stairs. But they push the issue and make it in. Smoke connecting, spit goes out, Hunt's in, there's the stumble in the spit. Damage going to be there. They're going to lose a couple more ticks, but nothing ridiculous overall. It looks like they're going 3 Uzis for this one. So it looks like they might be planning for an outside fight with this tank. 3 SMGs. Tacky the only shotgun, as the follow-up attack is ready. They're going to have no spitter this time. Charge Hunt, Boom Jock. Ready to go. Jock, Charge, Hunt, all from the stairs. Pounce connecting. Charger from downtown will get one slam. And there's almost no reason that should happen. But it did. Street is going to eat a slam, and they're going to start pushing it forward.
Hey, watch out!
They might be able to make it through the hedge maze if they go fast enough. But they're getting caught by commons in the back. 2-2, Hunt Smoke. Not the greatest of attacks, but they're going to try and grab something here in the maze.
Reloading.
Oh, but they drop it down.
Hunter!
Nothing yet. Hunt connects. Spit's nowhere to be found.
Reloading.
That's going to be the tank. Going to be up in the hands of Gnaw for Universidad. Immediately going for the dumpster. Smoker's got Tacky off alone. Uzi's gonna get the clear off, but a couple ticks. Oh, these dumpster hits aren't the best. And now he's gonna have to hit this twice, I think. Wait, whoa! Look at Infernus team. Pushing it back even further. Now they're gonna rotate back up. That must have been for ammo or something. As Nah has worked in this dumpster. Oh, that's gonna be a double boom. Coach is trying to punish him. That dumpster as well. Oh my god, Rochelle! Oh! By the skin of her teeth, she's alive. They're gonna rotate it around, but they're right in this dumpster's line of fire. Now they're in front of a car. They're back in this safe room. Jock Hunt charge is the tri-cap. He's only down about 405.6. Rolling it in, a very healthy tank here. Going for Rochelle immediately. She dumps her pills. That's first corner. Nobody is shooting this tank as he's actively beating Rochelle. Now Coach has cornered himself. And there's the double punch. Support inbound. I can't keep up. Now Ellis is in the room. Charger's in. That's the charge. That's going to be the wipe, it looks like. Yes, it will. I am not sure what the call was there. Infernus team wipes out and blows another opportunity for the comeback. They weren't even close to killing that tank. That's going to send us into Chapter 4, 1580 to 1175. Heading into Chapter 4.
Mean to be no bother, guys, but I need some help over here.
Get ready for Chapter 4. Is it 405 points? So the gap actually widened by a few points. Boom charge smoke hunt will be the opening attack here for Chapter 4. Infernus team has to do work again, and I feel like this is now not the point where you want to try and come back, because this is such an open map. As they are in, rocket spawns, boom connects in the front, there's a smoke pool charge in the back. Gonna clear everything up nice, though. The hunter got absolutely decimated. That's gonna actually be about a 6% opening attack.
Reloading.
We'll start pushing it through. We're gonna have a 2-2 follow-up here. It's just such an open area. This is so not where they wanted to try and make a comeback. Infernus team has blown another opportunity. So we have the 2-2 Hunt Jockey here, sending it in. Boom's gonna rock it in, gonna get nothing. Hunt gets skeeted, spit goes out on nothing. Jockey's gonna get melted down. And there's just nothing coming out of those attacks. Great shutdown from Universidad. It's looking rather sharp this game. Of course, had a rough Chapter 3. But a great SI round. That's going to bring in the tank. It's a very, very important tank. As we will see Streety immediately losing the log. Hunt, smoke, charge, the tri-cap as they begin running back. And I don't know if they're going to send it. This is a decent tri-cap. But I don't know if they want to let them just run all the way back untouched. It looks like that's exactly what they're going to do, is Chapudid call the wait. Here we go. Looks like this tank is just going to roll in with what he's got. Smoke looking for the early pull. Unfortunately, really early and way too out of range. Nick has yet to jump over that guardrail. Chargers in, melted down. This tank has got nothing so far. Support's getting killed. Finally lands a punch. Lands a follow punch on the coach. Smoke gets cleared. He's got no corner. Hunt got skeeted. And this tank's not going to get anything else as they're going to corral him. He's trying to get out, but he's going to get out right into a fence where they can still shoot him, and he's just going to die off. I kind of hope we don't see finale. This finale sucks. I played it a couple times earlier today because I'm also playing this map. And this finale sucks. You run through a confusing cornfield and wait for a gate to open for 10 minutes. I don't like it. But if we see it, we see it. You know what I mean? And this isn't going to be good for the cause, though, because the tank did die, and they still have 1,076 points of bonus. And only one set of pills popped. Spit Jock Charge Boom, little 2-2. Jockey's going to lead. Charge is going to stack. That's going to be a Spit Charge. Boom landing a nice triple. They're going to be able to keep not in the Spit. There's a stumble. That's going to be some damage, and they're going to have to pop another set. But still a lot of bonus. 929 still on the table. There's another set. Passed over to the 2 bleeding. Should be able to make it across this bridge. There is a quad. And Infernus team really needs this. If they want any semblance of hope. They're going to try and send it in now. Hunter's getting focused down. Smoke gets a separation. They're going to be able to clear that Smoker, I think. They haven't cleared it yet. There's the Smoke. Oh, look at this Jockey Charger. A little late to the party. Gets killed off. Jockey as well.
Shoot me.
Reloading.
Don't try this shotgun.
And they take care of that quad. Nick eats a few ticks off the Smoke, but they still have 858 points.
Reloading.
They should be able to take this fence area. They've slowed down the tempo. They have a 2-2 here. They're going to send in the Boom.
Hey, look out.
Will they set in the Spit? It looks like they don't want to try another quad.
Alice, come on, man.
They keep pushing it on through.
Reloading.
Tri-cap. No Jockey.
Hey, watch out.
With the Spit. As they're coming up to the tail end of this chapter. Hunter's already spawned up. Here we go. They need something big here, but they're not, as the Hunter got skied, the Charger got leveled, and the Spit's got nowhere to go. There's a smoke pool in the back, insta-cleared by the SMG sitting right there. And that is huge. Another shutdown from Universidad.
Reloading.
Absolutely on par right now as they get across the bridge.
Look out now.
And we have one more attack here inside this house. Look at all that bonus, 783. They walk in with this. I don't think Infernus team has a shot. They have no spitter here. They're going to go. They're going to rush it. Jockey's up. Here comes the Boom as well. Boom lands too. Jockey in. Charger as well. They're going to split the survivors up. Jockey connects, but so does the Hunter. Charger gets punched. And that's it. They're taking forever to clear that Hunter. That's going to whittle down the bonus a little more, but they're still going to walk in with 684. And how about that? A massive chapter again from Universidad. 2,864 points is their final total here after 4 chapters. And I mean, there's no way around it. Infernus team has to put up big numbers here if they want any chance, any chance whatsoever. They're gonna need to put up some big numbers. The tank needs to be like a no-hitter. They need like, what is the bonus? 1320. And the distance is 600. I'd say they need probably a good, 900, I think? 600 will give them 1775. Another 900 will give them like 2600. Yeah, I think like 900 bonus is what they're going for if they want to even think about sending it to finale. And with the way their survivor play has been, I don't know if they can manage it, but maybe they can tighten it up and lock it in here. For chapter 4, here we go. Infernus team's last chance to bring it home. Charge, Smoke, Boom, Hunt. Opening attack, Hunter's going to get chipped down for a little bit. Down to 180. But now they have an idea where he's at. Another bit of chip down to 145. Crouching and pouncing. So Infernus team's out. Smoke leading the engage. Charger does not connect. Hunt does, though. Insta-cleared. Charger gets 2 punches. Boom rockets in for 4.
This stuff sucks.
They're going to lose about 5%. So they basically need to take this tank untouched and make it the whole way back through the map without getting touched as well. Very, very big ask, but with how open and difficult it is to land outside on this chapter, it's doable. As they keep pushing on through. Smoke, Spit, Hunt, Jock, the follow-up attack. Last attack before tank. Hunter is spawned in. Here comes the Smoke getting insta-cleared. Pounce connecting. That's going to be the Spit. Jockey's looking to stack. Nice M2 from Rochelle. So no stack.
Gotta reload.
As they'll go ahead and bring in the tank.
Ammo here.
4th tank for Universidad. It's going to be up in the hands of Caporal. And the pressure is all on Infernus team. Another log out of bounds. The go-go's called, so they're going to try and hit here off the back end. Smoker cannot find his target. He'll die off. The only thing left is the boomer. As Caporal keeps pushing it forward. ABP, welcome in. I look forward to your match on Friday, King. Hopefully my match is done by then and I can cover it. If they do agree to it, of course, there's always that. They have to agree to it first, and they didn't do that yet. Hunt, Jock, final SI up in about 5 seconds. This tank needs to get nothing on Infernus. Nothing. As he begins to go in, Charger is the final SI. Hunter leads early, and that's not good. They know they need the damage. That's punch number 1. That's punch number 2. Jockey connecting. They're going to stack. That's going to be an in cap. Tank rotating around 1.3. Another punch. That should be all this tank gets, but still, an in cap is not going to be good for their cause.
Get up.
And that's unfortunate. No in cap is what they needed. And now they have dipped below 900. And pretty much the only way I see feasible now is for them to not get any cappers. They cannot get capped at all for the rest of this map if they want a semblance of a chance. So they unfortunately eat the in cap. We're going to have a 2-2 Hunt Smoke post tank hit coming up here where these rocket spawns are. Hunter's spawned up. Smoker is really far forward. In it goes. Pounce connecting. That's Pounce Spit. Smoker missing his pull. Only a couple ticks of spit damage, but that's all they really need. They kill up the Smoker. Boom from the front. Nice M2. And it's going to get popped on him anyway. All his hard work goes to waste.
Ammo here.
Not the right way, folks.
You're gonna have to do better.
Infernus team going the wrong way. Now they're really split.
Reloading.
And Infernus is leaving these spawns wide open. They're going to take advantage of it. There's the charge. Unfortunately, the jockey wasn't there. Hunt should get skeeted. There's a pounce. Nice skeet. Jockey's not in position to make the play. Not only did they go the wrong way, Infernus left the spawn in between open, allowing for that charge. That could have been even more disastrous.
Reloading.
Reloading.
But they're going to make it on through. Still 726.
Reloading.
Jock Smoke, boom charge. The current attack up. Jockey on the roof.
Down here.
They make it across. Goes are called. Charges in a really awkward spot. Just sending it in. Nothing has connected thus far. There's a Smoke little rolling. Double in the back, though. The damage is going to tally up. They finally kill the Smoker and the Jockey. Coach is eating some common slaps up front. Nice little double.
Reloading.
The damage is far too great. They're about 300 off of what I... Actually, they lost the chapter. Yeah, this is definitely not... I just don't think it's going to be possible. They lost the chapter. I think that's going to be all she wrote for this playoff bout. Here coming up. We have another 2-2. This time a charge hunt. They can spawn and do some rockets off of this top here. But they're going to go ahead and send it in the in-betweens. Chargers getting really chipped, but the combos are there. There's going to be the charge spit. Now the hunter might be able to cover. They'll just go in for scratches, continuing to get this damage. And the single boom proxy. That's another set of pills popped.
Look out!
And one more attack to deal with in this house.
Don't worry about me. I'll be okay. Safe house up ahead.
Smoker's gonna be able to get the pull on to Pemcito. Actually going for a completely different person. There's the charge insta cleared. Jockey gets shut down. They shut down that attack beautifully. And so I ask, where was this earlier? 440. They send it in. Looks like Infernus wants to go map 5. Despite the 600-point gap, looks like we're going map 5, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, it looks like Infernus team doesn't want to give it up. They're confident. As we head into Chapter 5 of Open Road. Kind of goofy. Got the confusing cornfield. Let me see, which way I gotta go? I go this way, and then rotate around, and then it's like... it's over here. No, where is it? Where is it? Me gusta. Oh, it's like right here in the middle. And then you're out of the cornfield. And then you gotta sit in this area for like 20 minutes. Push the button. You gotta wait for this bad boy to open. And that is the open road finale. Gate opens and you make your way down to this bus, which is the escape vehicle. It's already started, ready to go. Just a little Midnight Riders tour bus. It's already started, ready to go before you ride off this cliff and die. And that's open road for you. This is why it's called open road, because the road opens right here into the endless abyss of death. So no matter what, you die because you just can't win. It's just a cliff. So that's the open road finale summed up as best as I can provide. And it looks like Bash is subbing in for Pemcito here on this finale. Interesting. Looks like they trust Bash here more than they trust Pemcito. As we are going live here, ladies and gentlemen, map 5 of Open Road is underway. Universidad holding well over 600 points. I believe somebody said it was 649. So it's basically first tank, wipe, or bust for Infernus team. Jock Spit, charge out would be the opening attack. As they push, turn on the lights. Hunt connects. Spit goes out. Charger misses its target. Couple spit ticks. And do the lights tell you where to go?
Alice.
Maybe they do. Oh, the little flare lights up
Watch
as
out.
you pass. So I guess that's telling you you're going the right way, but there's no way to indicate which way you need to go. But these guys know the map, so they're rotating it through very fast, very quick, and they make it out. They know the map, not the caster. Caster does not know open road well enough. They're going to send in the go-go. A little bit of a throwaway attack here. Smoke landing, going to get tongue cut. Jockey gets M2 cleared off. Boom gets nothing. Hunt's going to get skeeted out of the air.
Hey.
Reload.
And Smoker dies off, and that will be the start of the finale. Looks like we got 2 sets of pills here. Is there another 2 sets somewhere?
Get pills.
Usually 4 in a finale, no? Ammo's in here. Guitars and a golf club. Alright, they got a lot of stuff. Guess they only get 2 sets of pills. They're going to send in the next attack, trying to get the survivors as they're split. Nick is off alone. There's a single boom. Jockey M2'd, though. He wins the 1v1.
Reloading.
Shit. Watch out.
Heads up.
Reloading.
I don't think Bash is the tank. I think it looks like it's Tacky. So
Reloading.
no.
Ammo here.
As a quad. Infernus is trying to grab the quad here early on. Hunt is going to lead that quad. Smoke is dead. Hunt gets killed. No punches from the Charger, and that quad just gets absolutely melted down as Tacky has this tank. Tank number 5. Wipe or it's GG. No pressure or anything. This tank rotates it around. We're going to send in the smoke. It's going to get insta-clear. Boom hops in. Pounce connecting with Ellis. Unfortunately, that rock is not going to be close enough. They're going to skeet that one right out of the air. And Tacky in a rough position here. Going to have to rotate backwards, trying not to take so much ship. Already down a little under 800. And Universidad has opted to LOS. They're going to call kill boom. Looks like a commit is nigh. And this isn't the best. Luckily, for Tacky, all survivors of 4 punches. Boom inbound, connecting a single. Tank is rotating in, immediately going for the boom target. Not even going to wait for that last SI. And it looks like the tank has slowed it down. Rock gets skeeted, but now he puts himself in a really bad spot. I don't know what the deal was there. He's down under 5,000. 4.7k on commit. Tacky is in. Charger, Jockey, last SI in a second. It's going to be a smoker, and they're going to have to go now. Charger finds the spawn, connecting with Nick. Let's see me separation. Jockey connect as well. Tank has no corner, and they're going to be able to get these clears. The tank is really slow. There's another punch finally onto Nick, and no corner. Oh, GG. And that was Infernus team's last gasp.
I got a golf club here.
They kill off Tacky. And thus was the last gasp of the Infernus team winner bracket life. Landed a nice little double cap. Unfortunately, the tank was just not in a position to take care of that double cap. Skeet right out of the air. Boom just waddling in. And the whole hit gets shut down. Jockey's going to save. They're going to get a quad try. And another quad try. Universidad has rotated it inside. On top of the stage, on top of the hay bales. Inbound. Charger from the top. Oh, there's a double cap. There's the smoke pool. They're going to get these clears. Where is their jockey? He's not moving. The jockey is AFK. And there's finally the pause. Here we go. Action ready to resume. Unfortunately, the jockey crashed during the quad attempt, so no quad, as we have tank number 6 up in the hands of Chaput, rotating around up top. Jockey Boomer. Wait, he's not even back yet. They just said, screw it, they're going. Their third is not even back yet. Chaput is tired of waiting. I guess he knows the game's kind of over. He doesn't want to hold it hostage. So we've got a 3v4 on our hands right now.
We have guns here.
Hey, look out!
Chaput's going to go on the second pass. He's got a jockey charger. And no third. So he's going to roll it in with the double cap. Hope they land. Here we go. Chaput in. Jock charge.
Shoot the tank!
Corralling the survivors around, trying to grab his own corner. He won't. Lands a punch finally. Jockey trying to get the separation. That's another punch, but Nah took the pills. And that's going to be the in cap. Oh no, he misses the follow-up. There's an in cap. Trying to dip out. He dips out at 13 HP. How about Chaput? And he's gonna get shot through the wall and die out.
Can't lose my favorite girl. We straight?
So they're still down a player. As that will bring us to the end of this finale. Gate has opened up. 5:52. Probably a couple staggered outside here at the end. Tacky has made the return. There's the skeet. And Streety immediately calls C0 on Tacky. And they're gonna walk it in. Charger's the only one left. And they make it with 5:44. So Universidad's gonna solidify their victory here with an all-impressive finale. Doing what they need to keep their winner bracket streak ahead. And it looks like we're going to see Infernus team falling down to losers. Meaning they're going to be on the line next week. Losing, and they are out. Whereas Universidad will still have that 2-game crutch. As the conclusion of this game is nigh, we send it in. Hunt Spit, Jock Charge for the opening attack. Infernus team just playing for pride at this point. They have mathematically lost this game.
Almost
I
there.
do not think it's possible. I didn't bother checking, so it might actually be mathematically possible, but they probably have to be absolutely perfect. As the Go-Go's are called, no lights turned on yet. Charger from the top, Jockey connecting. Charger also connects to be a charge spit. Pounce to get a cover. Get a little bit of a delay. It's going to be a massive charge spit. Street's going to eat a ton of damage. They're going to turn on the lights and make their way through the field. Spitter did save. Okay, so this actually isn't that hard. It's hard left, hard right, and then you're just out. I was getting real confused at this earlier while I was running through it. But I guess it's not that hard. It's just left and then right, and you just kind of go straight and you're in. As they started up, Jock Spit, Smoke Boom, little 2-2 to follow it up. Smoker's already up, Jockey inbound, Smoke connects on the nick. Jockey M2, but sacrificing, getting a scratch. And they're going to sack into a quad. Maybe if the Spit can get away, they'll keep the Spitter, it looks like. 63 HP. They can pick it to the wall. 44 HP, Spitter climbs out. So no quad.
Oh my god.
Look out now! I'm going with the golf club.
There's a smoke pool. Charge in. That's going to be a spit. Getting a couple ticks, but not much more. Pretty solid take from Infernus. And the unfortunate news is it looks like all the Division 2 games are not going to be covered, because a couple of them are happening while my own match is going on, or an hour before, so I just won't be able to cover them all. Very sad. I got to cover every Division 2 game last week, other than my own, of course, and it was very nice. And this week is just not going to happen. Everybody wants to play on the same day. But I will obviously bring you as many as I possibly can, and we'll go over the schedule and bracket here after the game is concluded. Jock Hunt currently up. Tank is rotating around. It's going to be up in hands of 28. Infested said he'll take over. You know what? That's what we like to see. Infested, we got a couple games I'm going to need you to do so that they all get covered. Nine Naw also can't do it. You know, sometimes you just think, oh, maybe you can just ask Nine Naw, but Nine Naw's also taking on the Left 4 Dead world with me. As this tank is committed, that's going to be a great corner, great smoke play. Hunt's inbound, what a skeet from Bash. Tank misses the follow-up, now gets the corner on the Chapu. Smoker's still up, and he's going to kill the jockey along with that punch of Rochelle. Smoke connects onto Coach. That's going to be a second in cap at 221, and he's going to die off.
Help me!
So what happened?
Guess I feel alright.
I guess that's one issue with having both English casters on the same team,
Thanks,
but
Coach.
We straight?
we're kind of killing it. So, yeah, it's kind of a win-loss. We're kind of kicking and taking names, you know what I mean? Chewing some bubble gum.
Reloading! Hey, look out!
Shout out to Nine Naw if he's in here. I don't know if he's in here or not. As they send in another attack, a little double charge. That's going to be a pound spit. They're all... Actually, Ellis is going to avoid the spit.
Alright, weapons!
Heads up!
Oh, that spit's not anywhere in there.
Reloading!
Jockey drops in. Sitting back out, Smoke going to leave the engage, getting a little bit of a separation. Smoke finally gets cleared. Jockey's going to go for the same target. Charger distracted him enough, and that's going to be good damage in the spit. Might even be an in cap, but the jockey takes him in front of the door. Rochelle's going to keep walking straight. And the tank is up in the hands of Naw.
I ain't clowning when I say
Oh, what a rock connecting in the spit. No, the spit's on the down person. Hunter scratches down Rochelle. That's a second in cap. There's also a boomer up along with that Hunter. Hunter's going to get chased around now. That rock almost connects.
I can use a hand here!
Boom dies off. Tank rotates over looking for another rock. Looks like he's going to commit instead. There's the punch onto Chapu. Hunt gets skeeted. But Nick is going to have to run through this cornfield if he wants away. Oh, he's going to corral this tank. Smoke gets cut. Another punch. This time he's got the corner. Ellis has died off. It's going to be an in cap. Coach on left, and it looks like that's going to be the end of this game. And the end of Infernus team's trip in the winner's bracket. 4,208 to 2835 is your final score. GG.